Yesterday we saw some thunderstorm activity in New South Wales, and for many places it continued through the night, including Dubbo. But during the afternoon, 12 millimetres in just 10 minutes as the storm ripped on through for Dubbo. Substantial fall there. Some other places picked up over 50 millimetres in New South Wales just during the afternoon and the evening. But in terms of what's been happening in the tropics, well, we've seen thunderstorms on and off through the past week, including in Darwin. In fact, yesterday, 5 millimetres in just 10 minutes. Charles Point also picked up 6 millimetres in 10 minutes. So the NT continue to see showers and storms, but this week it will ramp up even further as the monsoon looks likely to develop across the tropics. You can see the rain and storm activity continuing through the week. We'll see showers and thunderstorms along the New South Wales ranges as well, on and off through the week as well. And this rain band may develop through Western Australia, depending on exactly what happens with the tropical low, which may turn into a tropical cyclone for Western Australia. If that system gets nice and close to the coast, it will draw moisture right down and across the country, leading to some heavy falls at times, not just for Western Australia, but potentially for some other states and territories as well. And there's even the potential for a fair bit of rain in far northern parts of Queensland this week. So we'll keep a close eye on that. There's a lot of model uncertainty, as there typically is with tropical cyclones and tropical lows. So we'll have to keep a close eye on the forecast this week in particular. Let's take a look at the daily totals. So for today, you can see New South Wales, once again, there's a nice bullseye there for the central and northern ranges in New South Wales, including the central tablelands, and we may even see some storms extending to the coast, and showers and thunderstorms continuing through the tropics and starting to ramp up, particularly in Western Australia. But by the time we get to the middle of the week, that rain will really increase right across the tropics, many areas seeing over 25 millimetres every single day as we move through the week, and those showers and storms still on and off through the week in New South Wales as well, along the Great Dividing Range in particular. But it looks like easy back by the time we get to Friday. Should be cleared off there as the rain continues to pick up through the north and start to spread further inland across Australia. There's a lot of uncertainty about where this rain will be over Western Australia or Central Australia by the time we get to the weekend, but there does look to be at least some form of a pulse of rain moving over the continent this week, and it won't just be in the tropics. So let's have a look at the totals expected or most likely for this week. You can see anywhere shaded in red in the far north is over 150 millimetres widespread. So that's all tropical states expecting some pretty heavy rain this week, and Western Australia looks like the most likely culprit to pick up the heavy rain moving over the inland areas. But for the New South Wales ranges, some places will be picking up more than 50 millimetres in the coming week.
Well, it may only be Monday, but I'm sure many people are already counting down the days until the weekend. So let's take a look at what the forecast has in store. It's likely that we're going to see some heavy rainfall across the northern tropics of the country and through northern parts of Western Australia as well. Should be remaining dry across the east, but we could see some heavy falls moving in across South Australia. Now, in terms of the temperature, it will be remaining very hot throughout inland parts of the country. So let's take a look at our capital centres. 28 degrees the forecast for you in Perth with sunny skies on Saturday, 28 degrees in Sydney, heating up to 35 degrees for you in Canberra, 33 the forecast in Brisbane. Now on Sunday we'll see partly cloudy conditions for the east coast, heating up though, 35 degrees in Sydney and 37 the forecast in Canberra. It's also heating up over in the west, Perth a top of 31 degrees and a slight chance we could see some showers across Melbourne and Hobart.
Plenty of fires are currently burning across Tasmania in particular, as well as many southeastern states. But in Tasmania, we've got a lot of smoke, particularly across the north of the state. So that's impacting on places like Launceston and right up through the northeast and the Central Plateau. And that's primarily due to the Great Pine Fire on the Central Plateau at the moment. And so we're seeing a lot of smoke, and it's going to be a dangerous week for Tasmania as well, particularly on Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, with total fire bans likely to be in effect for parts of the state. Here's the heat for today. You can see it focused through central and western Australia at this point in time. So in Western Australia, we've got some dangerous fire weather for today. Quite a few spots with severe fire danger across parts of the south and the western inland, and also again through the far north. But down through Tasmania, we've got very high fire danger as a possibility, as a forecast for today, and also for tomorrow as well, as winds will be picking up a little bit as the heat moves in again. So particularly across central and northeastern parts of the state. In Western Australia, the focus will move through to the centre of the state on Tuesday, but into Wednesday, that heat will start transferring even further down into South Australia. Notice the isobars coming pretty close together with this system off the coast, but over land, thankfully not too strong on the Wednesday, but we will start to see that increase. We've got severe fire danger for the west coast and also for the Euclid, extreme fire danger on the Wednesday. But then into Thursday, that's when the heat really builds into the southeast. Winds will start to pick up as well, and South Australia looks to be the focus of the dangerous fire weather on that day. You can see plenty of regions with severe and widespread very high fire danger pushing into Victoria, and a few spots in Tasmania as well on the Thursday. But Friday in particular looks quite dangerous right across southeastern Australia.